Welcome back, Math 10. Today we're going to learn how to convert between metric and imperial units. To start off here, we have this table. We know that 1 foot is approximately 12 inches. We also know that 1 foot is approximately 2.5 centimeters. Okay? And 1 centimeter is, well, 1 divided by 2.54, so it's going to be 0.3937 inches. Now we know 1 yard is 3 feet. Okay? 1 foot is 0.3 meters approximately. So that's kind of like a third of a meter. So then 1 meter is going to be around 3.3 feet. Okay, another way of doing that, I'm going to show you two ways. We could go 1 divided by 3.0.3048, which gives me 3.28, which is 3.3. Or we could think of it this way. Our old trusty ruler has how many centimeters? 30 centimeters, okay? How many inches? 12 inches. Our ruler is a foot long, okay? So 12 inches is 1 foot, which is approximately 30 centimeters, okay? Now, there's 100 centimeters in a meter. So 100 divided by 30 will give you 3.3 approximately, okay? Because there's 30 centimeters in a foot. Now, these are just estimations, more or less. So 1 mile is 5,280 feet. I want to know how many yards, though, are in a meter. Well, I know there are 3 feet in a yard, okay? 1 meter is equal to that, or 1 foot is equal to that many yards. So I just multiply this by 3, and that will give me my amount of yards is equal to how many meters. That's going to give me 0.9. Okay? Now, how many meters are in a yard? That's going to be 1.1. So let's take the last one. We know 1 mile is equal to 1,760 yards. Now we want to know how many miles is in a kilometer, or how many kilometers are in a mile. So 1 mile equals how many kilometers? I look at this, and I know this here. I also know this here. So I'm going to convert this to meters. All right? So in order to do that, I am going to have to go 1,760 multiplied by 0.9, which will give me 1,584 meters. So this is 1,584 meters. There's 1,000 meters in a kilometer, so that's going to give me 1.584. So now I want to go from kilometers to miles the other way. So I'm going to have to go 1 divided by this number here. So let's try that out. I'm going to go 1 divided by 1.584. And I'm going to end up getting 0.63. So then we did our general conversions. So on this page here, it's asking us to convert the following. So we have 6 foot, 7 inches, and we want to convert that to inches. So first, I must convert my feet to inches. So that's 6 times 12. And then we also have 7 inches plus 7, which is going to give me 72 plus 7 gives me 79 inches. All right? My next one, we want to convert 5 yards and 2 feet into feet. Well, each yard is equal to 3 feet. So I'm going to go 5 times 3, and then I have to add 2, which is going to give me 17 feet. So our next one here, we are going to convert 1 mile, 255 yards to yards. So I know 1 times 1,760 will give me my yards, convert the miles to yards, right? Because there's 1,760 yards in a mile. Then I have to add on 255 yards. That's going to end up giving me 2,015 yards. Okay? Let's take a look at D. We're converting 51 inches to feet and inches. All right? So this is in inches. Well, I'm going to have to go 51 divided by 12. Well, how many times does 51 go into 12? A total of 4 times and 3 12s. Okay? So that is, because there's 12 inches in a foot. That's why I did that. So that gives me 4 feet and 3 inches. Okay? Now we're going to convert 73 feet to yards. Well, we have to go 73, and we're going to divide that by 3. That's going to end up giving me 24 and 1 out of 3. So that's 24 yards and 1 foot. That's it. Okay? Or we could also just say 24 and a third yards. Okay. So next question wants us to convert miles to inches. So first one, we're going to use proportional reasoning. Okay? So to start off, I'm going to have miles and we have feet. I know 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. Okay? So then I'm looking at, I want 0.4 is equal to how many feet? So let's take a look at that. So we have 1 all over 0.4 is equal to 5,280 all over my x, my unknown. So I'm going to solve for x here. X is equal to 5,280 multiplied by 0.4. Now, when I multiply this together, I'm going to end up getting 2,112 feet. Okay? So now we know how many feet there are. Next part is we want to know it in inches though. Well, I know from feet to inches, we have, go up here, we're going to have 1 foot is 12. Okay? How many feet I have? I have 2, 1, 1, 2 is equal to, well, we don't know. So let's do that again here. So I'm going to have 1 over 12 all over x. So x is equal to, which will end up giving me 2,534. Or 25,344 inches. Okay? Now, the next one wants us to do unit analysis. So this is just slightly different. It's almost the same thing. So we start off, we have 0.4, and this is miles, okay, is equal to, or sorry, we have to cancel off our units, all over 1. And then we want to multiply by, well, I want feet, so over 1 mile. And how many feet are in miles? I'm going to have 5,280. Then I must multiply that. This is going to be in feet. Now I want to get rid of my feet. So we have feet. And in inches we want. That's 12 inches. Okay? So if I look at this, miles will cancel. Then feet will cancel. We're going to be left with inches. So I'll have 0.4 multiplied by 5,280 multiplied by 12, which is essentially the same thing we did way down over here, which will give me a total of 2,500 or 25,344 inches. Okay, so there we go. Okay. So let's take a look at this question, example 3. We have 5 foot 10 inches and we want to convert it to meters. So first let's maybe convert it to inches, and then from inches we'll convert it to centimeters, and from centimeters we can convert to meters. So 5 feet. So 5 feet is 5 times 12, which will give me my inches. Then we have to plus 10. So that's going to give me a total of 60 plus 10, which gives me 70 inches. Okay? Now, 70 inches, well, every inch is 2.54 centimeters. So I'm going to multiply that by 2.54. All is 1 inch. So this cancels off my inches, and I'm left with, well, my centimeters. So I go 70 multiplied by 2.54, which will give me 177. Okay? So now we have my centimeters. There are 100 centimeters in a meter. So I move my decimal over twice, 1 meter, so that's going to be 1.78 meters. I have to round up here. Okay? Okay. So let's take a look at example number 4 now. It says before the digital age, the film was often made on different types of film. 60mm film was used in industrial or educational filmmaking. 60mm films are now being transferred to DVDs and other digital sources of storage. So we know that 1,500 feet of film can fit onto one DVD. Determine how many DVDs would be needed to convert 2,183 meters of film. Well, let's start this off. First, I am going to convert this here into feet. All right? So I know we have 2,183 meters, and I'm going to first convert this to centimeters. Okay? So I want centimeters. Well, that's 100 centimeters equal to 1 meter. So my meters will cancel off, which will give me centimeters. Okay? Now I can convert this to inches, right? And then from inches I'm going to go to feet. Well, we know 1 centimeter, look, 1 centimeter is on the bottom, or 2.54 centimeters is equal to 1 inch. Okay, so now the centimeters cancel off. So let's try this out. We're going to have this in here, 218,300, and I'm going to divide this by 2.54, which will give me 85944. Inches. Okay? Now I want to make this into feet. So how do I do that? Well, we're going the other way here. I know we want to multiply this by 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. So I have to divide that by 12 now. So I take this, I divide by 12. And I'm getting 716. Or 7,162, sorry. Okay? And that is in feet. So that's how much film we have, or that's how much film we could fit on. Okay? That's how much film we have all together. We have that many feet, and we need, but we can only fit that much on a DVD. So I'm going to have to go this divided by 1,500. So I'm going to divide this by 1,500, which will end up giving me 4.77. So that's approximately 5 DVDs. Okay? And that's all we do. Or I could have gone like this. Instead of doing that, I could times it by 1. Okay, so we want DVDs, so 150, oops, sorry. We want DVDs, so 1 DVD is equal to 1,500 feet. And then the feet will cancel off, so it's a division, which gives me a total of 5 DVDs. Alright, my last question says, a basketball rim is 3 yards and 1 foot above the ground. How many centimeters is that above the ground? How many meters? Okay? Well, I have to think about this here. Think back to my basketball days. Okay, everyone go there. Yeah! Excellent! Okay, I think I know what it's asking. So we have to convert this to meters, right? So we have 3 yards and 1 foot. So I'm going to first convert that, 3 yards and 1 foot to 3 yards, 1 foot to feet. 3 times 3, and then I'm going to add 1, which will give me 10 feet. Okay? So I have that down. Now, I'm going to convert this to inches. So that's going to be times, well, 12 inches over 1 foot. Okay? So I have 120 inches. Now I'm going to convert this to centimeters. So we have multiplied by 2.54. My inches will cancel off. So let's try that out. We're going to have 0.54 multiplied by 120, which will give me 304. 0.8 centimeters. Well, this altogether gives me 3 meters, 3.05 meters rounded. Okay, so 3.05 meters above the ground is the rim. And that is how we do that. Good luck. See you tomorrow as we work on this together.